The sound is barely a sound. A soft chime, a gray dot, a small number in a red circle. It lasts less than a second. And somewhere under your ribs, something moves. Your shoulders lift half an inch. Your jaw sets. Your breath goes shallow, and for a moment stops. A colleague sent you a message. That is all that happened. So why did your body answer like something just stepped out of the tall grass? The easy answer is that you are addicted to your phone. The real answer is far stranger. Your body is not reacting to the message. It is reacting to the interruption. And it is using machinery that was built to keep you alive long before anyone invented a workday. Start with the timing, because the timing is the whole mystery. You felt the ping before you knew what it was, not after, before. The neuroscientist Joseph LeDoux spent decades mapping how fear moves through a brain, and he found something that should not be possible. Incoming signals do not travel one road to your awareness. They travel two. The long road runs up into the cortex, the thinking part, the part that identifies things, the part that reads the name on the message and understands the words. That road is careful. That road is slow. The short road skips all of it. It runs straight from the relay station at the center of your brain to the amygdala, the alarm. No identification, no context, no language. Just something changed and it might matter. The short road wins the race every single time, which means the alarm is already ringing while the thinking part of you is still opening the message. You are never startled and then afraid. You are afraid and then you find out what by. Now ask what that shortcut was built for. Go back 200,000 years. Your ancestor is not answering messages. She is sitting at the edge of a clearing, grinding seeds, and the whole world around her is quiet. Quiet is the baseline. Quiet is safe. Then a branch snaps behind her. She does not have time to run an analysis. She does not get to weigh the evidence and consider alternatives. Because the cost of the two mistakes is not the same. If she startles and it was only the wind, she loses 4 seconds and a little dignity. If she pauses to think and it was a leopard, she loses everything, and so does everyone who would have descended from her. So evolution did the obvious thing. It made the alarm cheap, fast, and absurdly quick to trigger. It built a system that would rather be wrong 1,000 times than be right too late once. Every person alive is descended from the ones who jumped. And here is the part that reaches forward into your afternoon. That alarm has no idea what a notification is. It was never updated. It has one job: detect a sudden change in a quiet environment. A snapping branch is a sudden change in a quiet environment. So is a chime. So is a red dot appearing in the corner of your eye. Your body cannot tell the difference because the part of your body that decides was never given the ability to tell the difference. But the alarm is not actually the expensive part. This is where it gets counterintuitive. The real cost is not the fright, it is the return. Gloria Mark, a researcher at the University of California, Irvine, has spent years following office workers with a stopwatch, timing what actually happens to their attention. She found that after an interruption, it took people an average of around 23 minutes to get back to the task they had left, not 23 seconds, 23 minutes. And in a later study, she found something more unsettling. When people were interrupted, they did not slow down. They worked faster to make up the lost ground. They finished in less time. They simply paid for it somewhere else, in higher stress, more frustration, more pressure, more effort. The work got done. The person absorbed the difference. So the ping costs you almost nothing in the moment, and a great deal in the 20 minutes you never notice losing. Then multiply. One false alarm is nothing. Your ancestor had a few a day. You might have a few hundred. The neuroscientist Bruce McEwen gave a name to what that does. He called it allostatic load, the accumulated wear of a stress response that keeps switching on and never fully switches off. The system was designed for a spike and a recovery. Danger, then quiet. Alarm, then rest. What it was never designed for is a day with no quiet in it at all. And that is the modern mirror. Your ancestor lived in silence, punctuated by threat. You live in threat, punctuated by nothing. The clearing never goes quiet, which means the useful question is not how to feel calmer about notifications. You cannot talk the short road out of firing. It does not speak your language. That is the entire point of it, but you can change what the environment offers it. Mark and her colleagues tested this directly. They cut office workers off from email for 5 days and measured their hearts, not their opinions. Heart rate variability shifted toward a calmer pattern. The workers changed tasks less often. Nobody trained their amygdala. Nobody got more disciplined. The branches simply stopped snapping. So the next time a chime goes off and you feel that small drop in your chest before you know why, do not read it as weakness. Do not read it as proof you lack focus. That flinch is 200,000 years of successful ancestors, every one of whom turned around when they heard something behind them. The alarm is not broken. It is working perfectly in a clearing that never falls quiet for a predator that is never going to come.